If you missed the last part of the Keepsake Legacy, episode 7, you would have missed out on knowing Sean finally convinced London to move to San Sequoia. So yes, the next part is moving day. Everybody is going to be packing up from their tiny little apartment and moving into Sean's home in the suburbs of San Sequoia. Sean told London that they could keep her apartment, so I'm going to be deducting around $700 from them weekly until they decide if they're going to keep it forever or at some point actually get rid of it. But rightfully so, London is really stuck and attached to that apartment. She loves it there. It was her first home with her baby and she made it hers. Rightfully so, it makes sense why she's a bit hesitant to leave. So I don't know how long they're going to be able to afford this beautiful home and the apartment, but that is what they've decided to do for now. Sean never sold this house when he moved in with the girls because he bought this house with the dream of one day bringing them all back here. So Sean truly is living out his dream come true with the girls moving here. I will be cutting their simoleons probably more than half because Sean let London decorate this home. Some of the things she brought with her from the apartment, as you'll be able to tell, but other things she bought new. Sean wanted her to feel at home here. He wanted her to love it here. Giving her a reason to stay, he said, "You know what, baby? Do your worst. Make this home yours." There's a lot of pink here, similarly to the apartment, and that's just who London is. Small apartment, big house, that won't be changing. Probably ever. I did place around a couple infant toys in preparation for our new baby on the way. And speaking of toys, you're going to see a lot of toys taking over all of the spaces in the home. That's because London's dream is her family home feels just like that, a family home. The toys live in every corner and wall of the house. The kids' artwork hangs proudly, and you can just tell this is a family home, and that's what she's always wanted. She doesn't want it to be neat and clean and pristine like the house she grew up in, but actually she wants it to look lived in. She wants it to look alive, and she wants her kids' mark to be made in this home. Sure, there may be some chalk on the walls or little forts built that stay up way too long, but that is truly her dream come true. This may not be the house she's always dreamt of in San Sequoia. That one still sits on the corner of 5th. She made this hers. Sean said, "Make it your own." And let's be real, she truly, truly did. You'll see aspects of the girls already throughout this house, but it's still slightly unfinished until they move in. The personal pieces like artwork and pictures will all be hung once they're here for good. But I brought things over like the easel, some of the toys that were in the apartment, and just the things I could reach from the catalog. But the more personalized things, they will be coming, yes, just once they are officially moved in. I mean, this home feels homey. It's full of love, and it looks that way too. I have to be honest though, I don't know how long it will last. I am a little worried once London finds out that Sean's mom has been, in the back trying to coerce him into moving back to San Sequoia. He told her he's doing it for them. And that is true, but London is still working on rebuilding trust with him. Things are slightly rocky in the trust department. So hearing that somebody who drove them apart is the reason they came back here could be a difficult pill to swallow. Now let's quickly talk Lexi. If you don't know who Lexi is, that is London's little sister, and they truly have an unbreakable bond. They are each other's bestest of best friends, and when Lexi was having a hard time at home with her parents, London said, "Heck, come move into my tiny apartment. It may just be a blow up, but we will make you feel right at home." So she did, and she's been living with them ever since. Sean has become a older brother figure for her, and I just love the bond Lexi has with all of them. We did set her up a room here. However, she does know once the baby is born and ready for a nursery, something is going to have to change. She's kind of on the fence. Do I rebuild a relationship with mom and dad, or Do I beg to stay here, maybe in the basement? However, I think London, being the amazing older sister she is going to say, hey, I know how much you loved the city. I know how much you would truly thrive there. Go stay at the apartment. Doing that so Lexi can spread her wings, enjoy the city life to the fullest, because let's be real, that is so her. Schooling has never been her thing, so I think college is off the table. However, hustling or jumping job to job or making her own business, in the city, the opportunities are endless for her. And while this legacy isn't about her, I do want to make sure Lexi gets the happy ending she does truly deserve. And that also gives London and Sean's bank account a little bit of a break from paying bills and rent. And then, of course, that leaves the apartment in the hands of somebody London trusts, knowing if she ever wanted to return home, she could. Now, that's a little less important because Lexi is still a teenager and London is still pregnant. So that's just kind of in the back of London's mind and things she's planning as the time does get closer. The downstairs of this home definitely took me the longest. But I have to be honest, I wanted to build a space that would inspire London and also anybody else who ever comes over. And I wanted to add small little personal details that make sense for this family. My hope is that despite being busy, London will find time to paint here. It's something she has always loved to do and has tried to get back into, but it's just been so difficult. She has a whole space set up outside overlooking the beautiful city of San Sequoia, and I honestly think that is all a girl like her could ever need because she absolutely adores it here, as I'm sure we all know by now. A little bit about the build, I did really truly want to make it feel like there's so outside, flowers turned pink, things turned into a family home. We have a treehouse outside that can start being built, hopscotch on the sidewalk, bikes ready to be used, swing sets, and more. I also added some planter pots that I'm hoping will get used a bit, as that is part of the legacy, but if they don't in this house, that's okay, we have time. And all of the bathrooms, I don't know why, I really love the bathrooms, but there's one bathroom specifically upstairs that is a kid's bathroom through and through, and you'll see a bit more of it later, but I love it. It is the kids' bathroom, and right now it is just Mare's, but well, also Lexi's, but I would assume Lexi's using the bathroom downstairs a bit more because she's like, wow, it feels like a child threw up in here and sparkle and rainbows came out. Also at the top of the stairs, London has her little workspace because she is a teacher. And as you know, Meredith has always had a little room here, but I did upgrade it, if you can use that word, slightly, because we do know she is a little bit more of a preteen now and a lot less of a little girl, which breaks my heart. It's okay though, we know she is taking the next generation, so we have plenty of time with our girl Meredith. I also added a bunch of little toddler toilets everywhere because we do have a baby on the way and I just wanted to be 5 steps ahead, and I'm sure I forgot something, I always do, but it is there for when baby is born and I am so excited. I'll be honest, once I got to Lexi's room, which we were just about there, I had a really hard time decorating it because I know Lexi from Creatism. I haven't played with her much. I haven't got to discover her much, but what I do know is she is a through and through free spirit. She is such a free spirit. She wants to do everything and nothing all at the same time. The world is her oyster and she wants to grab life by the reins and just do everything. And I'm excited that we get to play with her a little bit while she is in our household until the baby is born. I think she is a ton of fun. Her room feels kind of random, and I think that makes sense for her. She's figuring out life. She's figuring out who she is. We know she just had like a teenage life crisis because she hit puberty and life is weird and it's strange. I'll probably age her up once the baby turns a toddler or so, because that is when I think I will move the baby out of London and Sean's room. But for now, there is a little baby set up in the parents' bedroom, and that is where the baby will be residing until toddlers are here. The toddler life stage is one of my least favorites. I love the infant life stage. Toddler just feels overwhelming to me. But nevertheless, London and Sean are ready to face it head on, and I think London is just so excited to not be doing it alone this time, and that truly just makes me so happy for our girl. Anyways, I'm just adding a little bit of the final touches to the house, so that is where I'm going to head off. I'm excited to be here in the next part, and I hope to see you guys there.